I'm Mark III in the Lucari. Today we're going to try to put together some early game craft, so probably some cheap but reliable craft to start off our Glao campaign. We're hoping to actually start the campaign here, maybe like one or two more maybe streaming sessions. So yeah, did I leave anything out?
I don't think so. We just, as you said, something cheap, something ready to go. We also, if we feel like it, we are free to try and build a second craft as well. So there might be more than just the 3 craft or 4 craft if Hertzmeister joins us.
Okay. So from what I understand from what we had discussed before starting the stream, it's basically going to be in line with how we've been doing it earlier, where we take about 2 hours to build something, and then we kind of show it off and talk about it at the end of the stream. That's what we agreed on, right?
Yeah, I think it worked quite well with about 10 to 15 minutes to talk about the crafts we've made, and then maybe 15 to 20 minutes for combat testing. That seemed to work out well last time we streamed as a ratio, so don't know if we want to try and do that again this time.
Also, I should know that there is a possibility that Heitzmeister may be joining us midstream, so just heads up on that. So, when do we go ahead and start our timer here, or how do we want to go about this? Don't you all come running to me all at once with answers now.
Sorry, what was the question?
Who's starting the timer?
Looking at the time,
it's almost noon over here.
Yeah, we're just about to hit 6, so yeah, shall we go for 2 hours is what we normally do okay with, build time-wise?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah, let's go for 2 hours then.
Okay. I think I can work with that, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, sorry, I was distracted there. I was trying to get my sound balance sorted out for my musics.
Yeah, you're fine. Oh, it's...
And I'm just basically designing the basic shape, so...
We'll get this shit figured out, I'm sure.
Getting used to having a loud voice on stream again. So, since I managed to fix that finally last time.
Let's see here. Cram cannon.
Okay, I think I've got my sound properly sorted out. Have you done Discord notice timer?
Yes, I had. I just put one in the announcements. But thank you for reminding me regardless.
Well, I tried to make sure. I still remember the time when you were kept forgetting.
Actually, better with this.
Right, got mine up as well. I think.
So just out of curiosity, what are your guys' plan for this build? If you have one.
Well, my plan is basically going to be a bear, but effectively it's going to be a patrol boat.
Okay. Ian, how about you, bud?
My plan is to pick out a different build because the one that I spawned in, someone's already building on it.
I'm sorry, was...
No. I mean, we had 4 blank metal pieces, so you know.
Okay. Well, I was just going to select one that was already being built on.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, I think that's whoever it is working on a cram over there. I think that's you, Dan.
Yeah, that's me.
Right, Anyway, sorry. My first plan is to say hello to Clint, who's joined the stream. Hello, Clint.
Hey, Clint, how's it going? Glad you could join us.
Oh my god, I have a functioning chat box this time. Hooray! But I don't really have a plan just yet. I think some kind of boat would be a good idea, though, given it's, Glao. So,
Yeah, probably.
some kind of boat.
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 Boaty, boaty, boaty. Boaty, McBoat face.
Don't start that again.
Okay, I'll stop.
I still remember I have a submarine called that.
Do you now?
Yeah. Guess who it was named by?
Was it my doing?
No, subscribers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was building a submarine on stream like a few years ago, and then I wasn't sure what to call it, and then the response from chat at the time came back, Boaty McBoatface. So,
Interesting choice.
every time I ask the chat for a name, it's something odd's gonna happen.
I think that's why you keep doing it, to be honest.
I want to quote-unquote involve people. Hi Hazeldan, welcome to the stream.
How's it going?
Clint's only here for an hour and then he's off to work, and he's got to cope with 4 inches of snow. Sorry about that, man. That's doesn't sound like much fun.
4 inches of snow.
Yep.
That's like Tuesday for you in Colorado, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could be a lot worse, though, eh?
Not gonna
Yeah.
make it worse.
It's always worse somewhere.
That'll do.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
Hazan tells a funny story. Apparently there was a research ship out of Washington that they asked everyone to name, and it got named Boaty McBoatface.
Yeah. I think that was like a Reddit thing.
Of course. That would be... speaking of Reddit, have you guys heard about the trade stocking?
The what?
The
The trade
entire...
market?
Vaguely?
Yeah, about the entire Reddit of a certain Reddit, I'm not going to say anything about, decided to screw the millionaires here in this country by literally sabotaging hedge funds.
Yeah, and then,
Lie, that's kind of metal.
Yeah.
then the app got shut down, if I recall. Sorry, the app blocked trading, wasn't it?
Yeah, block trading.
It's causing a bit of an uproar, as I understand it.
Oh, you think?
Clint is making a fair point though.
Oh, what's that?
It may be unfortunate that he's got like 4 inches of snow, but he could have had a northeasterly and had 2 feet instead.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's Wednesday.
Sure, look, sure. So yeah, go look on the bright side, right? Oh, apparently it was not Washington, it was the Polar Explorer program of the UK government.
Oh, okay. Wait, what is this in reference to again? The Boating McBoatface thing?
That research ship game called Boating McBoatface.
Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I think 4chan might have had a hand in that.
Wouldn't surprise me, 4chan gets all over the place.
Yeah. So they also had helped in naming, getting this one poll literally changed its answer to Adolf Hitler. I can't remember what it was, but it was something stupid. And speaking of that name, did you know that South America just elected Adolf Hitler?
How did they pull that off? I mean, he's been dead for, what, 80 years almost now?
Well, to be more precisely,
Stop me if
some
I'm
guy
wrong.
name is Adolf Hitler.
Ah. Kind of interesting, considering that the family is making conceited efforts to make sure that history forgets it.
Really?
Yeah. The males of the family decided that they weren't going to try to have any children. So the name would basically die with them. At least that's how I understood it. Can't say I blame them. That, yeah.
I don't blame him either, but still.
I'm gonna have to turn my stream volume just a little bit. I can't even hear it. There we go. Well, let's see. How do I want to do the wings for this damn thing?
Not quite sure what you mean by that statement there, Clint. When you invest hoping the company tanks, it's not a... Oh, not cool in your book.
Yeah.
See where you're coming from with that, yeah.
I see where you're going from as well. It's like, yeah, I don't like that either. It's like, seriously, folks, don't you have better things to do with your money? Like investing in a 401k?
You'd think, but I don't know. I find that the more people that you have, the dumber they get. I don't know why. Stop me if I'm wrong here.
One time I remember, basically back in 2016, 2017, somewhere back then, where one scientific community decided to make a game basically based around following around a protein, trying to make one.
Mm-hmm.
You would send your results in, and they would try to print it. Several months go by without one successful protein being printed, until one actually was successfully printed, and then more started coming in. So they decided to step it up to make a game where about trying to cure the monkey flu, which took scientists 15 years to actually find a cure to it. Basically the same principle for protein, trying to make a cure. Do you know how long it took these people to make a cure?
Are we talking about the COVID vaccine?
No, the monkey flu.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how long it took them to make a cure for that disease? Using this community-funded program?
How much? How long?
10 days.
10 days?
Yeah. Then there was a participation of over, how do I put it, 260,000 people.
Ah.
Oh, I also found recently why they paint the bottoms of boats red.
Because they use lead in the paint, if I remember
Copper.
correctly. So it would be
Copper. Copper,
Copper?
actually.
I thought it was
Copper
lead.
oxide.
Okay.
Hi, Shallon Dragon. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Shellin, what's going on?
Glao says, I get into the stream and the first thing I hear is the more people you have, the dumber they get.
Yeah. I stand behind that statement.
Humankind, if we are divided, we are stupid. When we're united, we are smart. But the problem is getting smart people to work together.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
I just need to load in a vehicle really quick, if that's okay with you guys.
Fine by me.
I seem to have something
Yep.
saved. Also, Clint says hedge invest with puts, hoping the price drops and tanks get more than they paid is a cheat. I think that's called speculative buying or speculative trading or something like that. You agree to sell it now, but you must buy later before the expiration date of the stock market, which is when the books get balanced, basically. Also, so they can just castrate themselves. No more Hitler's logic. And yeah, something is up with the chat box. Give me a sec, I'll try and sort that. Also, Joshy, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Joshy, what's going on?
Let's see, chat box, chat box, chat box.
Was that Fallen, Joshi?
Uh,
That was since I heard from him.
just is it's someone called Joshi or Gioshi.
Okay. Okay.
Right, let's see about this chat box. Let's drop it down to, I guess, 40. I'm trying to get it at a level, guys, where it's readable for you. That's the thing. So, how does that look now? Well, that's weird. Right. I think I accidentally stretched it. Right.
You stretched a what now?
The chat box. I've just reshaped it
Never mind then.
again, so maybe try it now. Okay, I think I'm getting how to adjust it now. No, not 10,000, 1,000. Whoops. If it was that big, it wouldn't fit on the screen.
Yeah.
Not with that attitude.
No, it really wouldn't fit on the screen. Sorry about saying chat tests a few times. Okay, that seems like a good size. Right. There we go. Clint says you can buy a putlocks. What? You can buy a putlocks a price for latter for selling. So if the price drops, you can buy very low and then sell at the at the market position for a great profit. Yeah. That's why it's called speculative though, because if the price goes up above what you agreed to sell the stocks at, then you're facing the exact opposite situation. So yeah, and there's also the fact it's like that's what expiration date is like. It's the accounting time. Like every one of those speculatives must be transacted by that point. So they don't let you just run forever.
Well.
They don't let you just run forever with these with this agreement to sell the stocks at this price. It becomes market manipulation though if you buy or sell knowing that something's going to happen which will affect the price after. So through your actions you are manipulating the market. That's when it becomes illegal. Anyway, back to what I was doing. I need to get to the primordial set. I need to name the thing.
And here's even worse tactic called short selling.
Yeah, I forgot about this. I apologise for everyone blocking my stream because avert your eyes. Hey dear.
Oh god, the lag.
I know, right?
It gets worse than that. But yeah, don't look at this abomination that is my vote.
Your escort?
Yeah.
Usually escorts
That's
look a
an
lot better than
interesting
that.
color scheme.
That's because I was converting it last time I was working on it. So
Like I said, interesting color scheme.
yeah, so what I did was I oversaturated it with colours so I could repaint after copying across the colours I wanted into the basic colour palette instead of my fleet colours. It's like this so I know which parts I've repainted and which parts I haven't. Unfortunately, it looks very festive as a result. So
Yeah, I kind of noticed.
yeah, very, very festive.
Very festive.
Oh shit balls. I'm building this fucking thing backwards.
Well, better notice now than later.
Well, it can be fixed. I'm just gonna prefab the whole thing and yeah.
I'm not sure why I wound up with an incomplete double 400 odd in that position, but now I should be able to copy the treble 225. Yeah, there it is. Right, you can go away now. Hertzmeister, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Hertzmeister.
So,
We were reserving a spot for you. Just
Oh,
thought
God.
You wanted to know. What?
oh, just happened to look over at Ion's creation.
He does come up with some interesting things every now and then.
Well, the one I'm working on now, or the one that was self-destructing?
Oh, not Ion, that's Damas.
Oh yeah, it's a supposed to be a crayon bomber. And I'm trying to find a way to cut it away without messing up everything because I built it backwards. That'll work.
Yeah, when you said you built it backwards, I mean, went, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. We've all done it.
Yes, Yoshi, life is simple with deck guns, unless you mess it up, in which case it gets a lot more complicated.
Oh, damn it, I actually haven't built one of my ships backwards. I built one sideways, though.
Been there, done that too.
And
So far, this thing's less than 10k.
As long as you had a good dinner, Hertzmeister, yeah. Yes, we are building basic starter craft for Glao. It's meant to be like kind of cheaper stuff, because we just have a lack of basic vehicles ready to deploy in Glao. That said, though, we are holding a spot if you want to join us, Hertzmeister. So if you feel like doing that, then just let us know and we'll pause the game and let you come in. So it's no worries there.
Absolutely.
I think I'll back the treble up with a double 465. That sounds fair.
You doing what with what now?
Just more guns, damn it.
Okay. More guns is always nice.
Except the fact I'm unable to edit my design now. I can that. Can't delete this shard cannon on top of my turret. Lovely.
Could be worse. Might be a multiplayer thing though.
Hertzmeister says we should go ahead undisturbed.
Okay.
Yeah, if that's what you wanted to do, man.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Just wanted to let you know the option was there.
Joshi says, I just noticed that shiny metal RW is? Not sure what you mean by RW.
RW.
Yeah, it looks great with higher settings.
Let's see. Oops. Put you there. There we go. Oops.
He says reinforced wood.
Reinforced wood.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, RW, reinforced wood.
reinforced wood's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really like turning it on its side. Because then you can get patterns out of it just by mixing and matching. Like I've got the solid markings in the side of my
Yeah.
ship, which work well. At least I think so. For some reason, Hertzmeister just said Keck. Don't know why.
She said what?
K-E-C. Keck.
Okay.
That's strange.
If you Joshy's reminding us that if you press backspace, you can let things float without connecting. Sometimes helps a lot with planning of a vehicle. This is
That
true.
is true.
I was just
Yeah.
making sure that of where I could place blocks without it interfering with what I'm doing. So that's all I was just doing.
So it's good to know we have so many helpful followers.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
We appreciate you, chat.
Indeed.
And Hersmo says, "Ah, yes, the mighty paddle wheels." Yes.
All praise the paddle wheels.
Well, this is a new, more compact version, actually. Well, relatively new. The interesting thing about this one is it uses more spin block.
Fuckery?
I was seriously hesitating before saying that, but yes. So it's got the required 4. It's got the required 4 spin blocks in there to get it up to this number of paddles, but it's only 3 blocks wide. So yeah, just sit and think about that one for a while. And of course I delete it. Right.
Damn it, Ion.
Give me a sec. How far back were they?
Stop deleting your shit.
No, I'll reinforce it first, it's fine.
It's fine.
It'll be fine. Bit of temporary reinforcement, never hurt anyone. There we go, that'll do it.
We should probably make that into a meme.
Well,
It's fine.
I was going to say temporary reinforcement never hurt anyone, and then have a picture of scaffold hitting someone in the head.
Or a ladder.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm gonna grab some of these. That there. And definitely want one of these.
Right, I'm going to have to restart, I think.
What'd you do?
Oh wait, no, volume. Okay, that's much better. For some reason, it said. I think I was picking up the volume of the of your fortress. So it's like, wait, my ship's volume 9,000. What's going on?
Okay.
But no, it's my.
Yeah, that'd be a bit overkill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for how big the ship actually is. But no, it's actually got volume 1,000, so that's okay.
Yeah, that sounds doable.
Also, can anyone in my chat let me know if the music's too loud or too quiet or something? I was having a bit of trouble adjusting it when we started.
And it's dark and scary out.
Joshi says they smell some kind of theme, but what is the theme?
There's a theme?
Yeah, well, a theme about.
This is news to me.
I'm guessing my builds, but.
Let's see here. Where's the two? 4. These.
Music is alright, could be a tiny bit quieter. Okay, give me a sec.
Alright, time to do the quick breadboarding here.
Drop it down slightly. There we go.
Target info. Failure to display switch. Will. Right.
Let's not do that. Let's do this.
Okay, now trying to remember how many modules the simple weapons will take.
It says in their description. Well, it says how long a shell it'll take, rather.
Shelling 0.76.
Oh, Josh, you mean the style I'm building in? Yeah, this is the style I started with the 4 keys. And if you saw the escort I loaded in earlier to get the cannon pattern off, then it's something similar to that one, actually, very much in style. But yeah, kind of a style I've been working on like since roughly late towards the end of last year is when I first started with this style, I think. Does that sound about right to you, Dama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you as well, okay?
$3,898 just for a 94 squash.
But yeah,
What the hell are you talking about?
I've been investigating the mighty paddle wheels and things like that.
Oh, I'm using the simple weapon because some APS stuff.
I got some reinforced walling to hold the paddles. What speed can you get boats going without engine power and with paddle wheels? Pretty darn fast, actually.
I think you got yours going up to about 20 at one point.
The 4 keys topped up at like 24.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I had to speed limit it before it went to the Zama's tournament, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
The escort, which I haven't named yet, is the other one which I've got working in this. That's a fair bit faster. Don't remember how fast though. Do you mind if I spawn it in again just to check?
I don't care.
Besides, I want to nick its missile launcher system. Okay. Again, apologies for the colour scheme.
And the incoming lag.
Might not be as bad this time because you guys already have it saved. Don't forget wings on spin blocks. They work underwater as well. Yeah, they do. I didn't mention that last stream, Hertzmeister, but yeah. Paddle wheels don't actually work underwater. I've tried it for some strange reason. Because if they're actually in water or air in a submarine vehicle, the large rudders still act as if they're in water as long as they're below the waterline. So paddle wheels underwater with light blocks forming a barrier between air and water don't work. But yeah, if you use spin blocks with airplane wings, they work. Anyway, yeah, this guy. Where's his speed? This guy cruises at 30 meters per second on that one. And he was going a good bit faster until I added some weight to it as well, so... Yeah, you can get 40, maybe 50 out of a paddle wheel craft. It depends on how big you build the paddle wheels and how you design the rest of the craft as well. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is the missile system I wanted to nick off this. Let's save a copy of the missile. Okay. And then grab a copy of the launcher. Yep, that'll do. So, sorry Escort, but it's time for you to die again as well. Clint says if you did a 4 spin block stacking, you could overlap infinitely, or would you need to go to 5 to do the spin block stacking trick with no correlation? Well, these guys are 3 wide, but they have 4 spin blocks in. I find that having 1 spin block at the start not actually overlapped with any lets you actually configure that spin block, because once they start overlapping you have a hard time selecting an individual spin block in it.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. But basically, to overlap infinitely, you only need 2 spin blocks. That's all you need. This third one is purely to let me actually work easily with that paddle wheel. Because once you start laying in the other spin blocks, you just can't change the settings on it reliably anymore. The other spin blocks just get in the way far too much. So it's not really worth trying it. Besides, it depends on how much you want to break the game with that much force being applied. Because at that point you're talking of like send me to the moon kind of forces. And most craft will probably be overwhelmed just a little bit by it. Yeah, spin block speedboat would be quite possible if you did that kind of thing.
It does sound like something to be interesting to see.
Though to be
Yeah.
honest, I'm not actually deliberately trying to break the game with these spin blocks. It's just getting decent speeds without the use of engine power is actually a complete accident. It wasn't done on purpose.
A lot of the best discoveries in history were done by accident.
This is
Yes, like aerogel, except that one was done by a bird.
true. By what?
Oh, you know how aerogel was invented?
No.
Well, one scientist bet another scientist he couldn't do something with jello.
Oh, I see. A bet. Right.
Yeah.
Paperclip was invented so a guy could pay off his gambling debts.
That was always funny to me. It's like, oh, I'm in debt. What should I do? Oh, I know. Paper clips.
Hey, if it works, go for it. Ion says, yeah, we believe you. It wasn't on purpose, honest.
Sure, Ion. Just don't let Draba catch wind of it. Dino roadmap for everyone.
Oh, I see something in the water.
Oh, that looks pretty nice.
And I need to put way in the front.
Yeah, probably. Probably just a little bit. So I'm gonna see if my bomber works.
It sounds like you guys are making some good progress on your vehicles.
Where the hell is the lead? I can just hear it fly over me.
Yeah, I just heard the
Yeah,
roar
that
of
was,
jets too.
That was me. For some reason, this thing wants to roll an awful lot, and I don't know why.
Does it have PID stabilization?
It should, yes. Ah, that's what happened. Okay, I've done this by accident before. The roller presets on these were messed up because I used the spread to neighbors, and one was facing up and one was facing down, so yeah.
Ah, yeah.
So 133 meters a sec, that's pretty good, right?
Yep, not bad at all.
And it's less than 20k, like less than 18k actually.
I think I might have missed the point.
What?
No, my vehicle's a good bit more expensive already and just getting more.
I'm only at 23k.
I'm at 34.
That's still pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
At least I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I
feel like it's a little bit on the edges of starter thing.
The frayed ends of sanity, if you will.
When I said send to space, did you do that already, or was that hypothetical? Well, if you used spin-blocked plane wings, you could send it off to space very easily, since that works as a plane. As for doing it with paddle wheels, hypothetically, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the Rexarius and how I managed to get that to do a backflip by adding strong enough steam propellers to it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so if I could do that to a dreadnought,
Pretty
then you can probably launch something into orbit if you've got enough force behind it, yeah. So yeah, in theory, you could do it. You just need to kick it out of the water fast enough, that's all.
Oh yeah, anything's possible with enough force behind it.
yeah. Hell, we can send some to space using just nukes.
That was the Orion project, was it not?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
No, in this game.
That is true, yeah. I remember, I think it was Dem Aurora, he achieved spaceflight with using the recoil from current cannons.
Once again, darkness
Alright, I
descends
need
upon
a
us.
table reverse. Where's it? How do you disable reverse with this?
Very carefully.
Adjustments. Need to move these forward by one.
Oh, I did leave a proposal in our group chat the other day about using iPerson's gunship.
I'm guessing you mean the one we
Uh,
reviewed together, right?
Yes. I know Lilakari hasn't seen it yet, but I think it would do fairly well early game,
Indeed it would, actually.
considering the price and how good the design was, for lack of a better term. I think it would probably do us pretty well starting off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joshi says, where are the reindeers? It looks a bit like a modified Santa sleigh.
Yeah, I could totally see that happening.
Clint says, how are you going to stay under 100k? You still have the back third to finish. Oh yeah, I'm not going to hit 100k. If I do, I feel like it won't be a Starcraft anymore anyway, so, you know. I better not hit 100k. But this is like practically all the weapon systems I'm going to put onto it anyway now. So now I just have to put the back on it so it doesn't kill itself any more violently than intended, and we should be good. Just not sure how good this is going to look as a boat, you know?
Jet controller. Let's see here.
Kind of weird, this honestly. It's like I've squished it.
In roughly 40 meters per second in a small craft like this, I'm actually quite proud.
I think I've kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit with this one.
How so?
Well, last time I was able to build in primordial style, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, you know what, let's try and build primordial style again, but this time a boat. The problem is the boat version is a tad more involved.
Tad, you say?
Just a tad. So that's why I've wound up with this paddler, because primordial fleet style boats are paddle based, so. Quint says, I have room in the keel to add teleportation, like your thin battleship. Yeah, true that. Josh says hi, and Josh says high and thin, just like how I like my boats. Yeah, that's another trait I'm going to have to work into this thing actually. I'm going to include the active stabilizers, which is part of the reason why I'm integrating some more sloping into it, just so I have places perfect to mount those. And then I have to remember how to set them up because they are finicky and it's a bit of a pain. Ugh.
Yeah, can be.
Well, the thing is, I'm not using propellers because, you know, that whole no engine power thing.
Yeah. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Additional. There we go.
I didn't think, wait.
What?
I see where you're doing on the missiles.
What? Oh, they mean the multi-stack launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's those individual missiles are incredibly lightweight, but they work by swarming.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not. It's more disable sensitive systems, knock them out the air kind of thing, as an anti-aircraft option, rather than straight up blowing up the enemy aircraft.
One thing we still haven't determined yet, though, is how are we going to decide on which craft gets spawned in when?
Basically, it's order of what we can afford and what we need.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was thinking maybe some kind of random number generator thing, but
Depends. I mean, we're going to be fair to what we need anyway, aren't we? So
yeah.
the question is if any of us are actually bothered if a craft takes a while to be spawned in. Like, will we gripe if our design doesn't crop up for a while?
That's why I was recommending a random number generator.
Oh, that reminds me, I do have a proposal as well. I almost forgot
Yes.
about how we handle the tweaking.
Uh-huh.
And since we can't really do that very well as a stream thing, well, I was thinking like
Yeah.
we have a little bit on the Discords for us. We put the complete ones in there, and then basically we can go and grab one of those ones and tweak it off camera.
I was actually envisioning something along the same line, so yeah.
Yeah, so my idea is in our little shared thing for us builders working on this, you put the file, then you put your perceived pros and cons of the design, and a little bit saying what kind of thing you might suggest would help to modify it, or what it might need better, or you think it needs better. But then it's like, after that, one of the other builders is free to just download one of those and do whatever they want to it, as long as they don't change the overall hull that much. So they can gut the insides if they want to, as long as it looks like it's still the same kind of craft. But it's like,
Yeah, I think that'd be okay.
Yeah, same here.
yeah, the idea is you don't have to work on one for a particular person. You can make a tweaked version of your own one if you wanted to. And then you might wind up with a whole bunch of different versions from the same craft, and again, it's from the same. It's the same thing as the overall. The overall stream. Just like, did this person add a kick-ass laser to the top of it, or did the other person just add extra propulsion to stabilize it, or
Yeah.
just see what everyone does with the designs. And that would also give us a much wider range of vehicles to spawn in too.
Yeah.
And satisfy Ion's tweaking binge.
Pardon?
You like tweaking from the devs designs. We all know it.
Yeah.
Not finding fault in it, just saying.
No, it's true. Guilty. Guilty as charged. I mean, I find it a lot easier to just take a design and start going ham on it and see what the hell I can fit into it.
Oh yeah, you always come up with some really interesting designs.
Yeah.
Usually you come up with something that in a lot of cases, never even think about, which is one of the great things about bouncing ideas off of you.
I still prefer the one you said. I get the strangest things to fly.
Yes. And I mean that with the highest respect.
Hertzmeister says he likes the proposal. Has there really been no one in your chat, Dammer?
I could see. I only have 2 viewers so far, and yeah, no comments in chat.
This is very odd. I'm not
Yeah.
complaining, mind you. I'm not complaining.
I'm not either.
It's just that usually you've got a lot of watchers, and I've got like 1 or 2. So it's like we seem to have reversed today for some reason.
The pendulum swings back and forth all the time.
Oh, Tux said hi at some point in your chat.
Yeah, that didn't even show up. Oh, there he is finally. Hey, Tux.
Yeah, I just logged into your stream as well, so.
That's really weird sometimes, but yeah. Trying to see if I could squeeze a bit more out of this, like adding some fuel engines.
You know, if I thought I could afford it, I could actually fit a 3rd cannon onto this thing.
Why not?
Volume and cost are the main reasons why not.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm almost ready to see if it actually floats, which I think is somewhat important.
Possibly, yes.
Though if need be, I can actively stabilize it to correct for that, so I'm not overly worried.
So, just out of curiosity, what would you guys consider a good price for a starter craft? I'm wondering if we might have some different definitions.
I noticed you mentioned that like an hour into the build.
Yes. I'm not. I guess I was kind of under the impression that maybe we all had a very similar one, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
It's.
Again, not a complaint, just an observation.
I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys go ahead first then.
I would have to say anywhere probably between 15 to 30K.
I put my small craft around at 10 to 30k.
Yeah, so not too far off the mark there.
We're not actively going for a small craft though,
That
because
is very true.
small craft is a different definition from starter craft. And much as it may contradict general appearance and what you guys think of me, since I tend to build small designs for a starter crafting campaign, I've always gone for like 40 to 50k. So fairly heavy actually in terms of cost.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than like a group of small boats, I tend to focus what resources I can scrape together before the AI tries to kill me into one big boat.
That's just a different interpretation, that's all.
So, the thing is, I also have no idea about Glao, because Hurstmeister's the one that's played Glao before.
Yes.
Same here.
So, we don't know what we can reasonably expect to get in Glao before the Murder Squad comes around.
Yeah, but I think we might be able to get like one or two things in it, at the very least.
Oh yeah, I mean we got some ships well under 20k, so we've got a few options.
Would anyone have a problem if I spawned in something to test my bomber?
Not at all.
Oh, really?
Okay. I just wanted to ask before bringing something in because, yeah. Let's see here.
Correction. My little boat can go 45 meters per second.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Steam
Turns
engine,
out-
I'm guessing.
Yep, twin prop.
Okay.
Works perfectly.
Yeah. Alright, someone mind grabbing this Marauder and turning the AI and weapons up?
Sure.
Yep.
I'll do it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you spawned it on.
Yeah, friendly.
Seriously? God damn it.
My boat's working as intended, guys. Definitely.
Okay, here we go again. So 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Yeah, it's
Should
off.
be on the Onyx Watch.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Have you two seen my boat yet?
I had a look at it. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting.
No,
to be honest.
I mean right now.
Yeah, that could potentially be a problem there, Ian.
Hey, it's still mobile.
Maybe having some lead beams down there at the bottom might do you some good.
No. This is actually the same problem the Scout suffers from, which is that the hull shape is not very good for actually keeping it upright. So, I just need to adapt the design to take that into account.
I thought you guys turned off the Marauder.
I did. It is off.
It just fired a shot.
The AI is off.
Yeah. Woo! What the hell is my...
However, none of our craft have their AIs off.
Yeah. I'm not able to get this thing to drop bombs now for some reason.
Did you turn its AI off?
No, it's on as far as I could tell.
One of our new vehicles. Well, mine doesn't have an AI, but one of your two vehicles is. Oh, the Marauder's dead apparently.
Yeah, because I am carrying EMP torpedoes.
Oh.
Okay, I'll bring in another two then.
Yeah, it's still Kari's fault. There you go. Maybe he only needs to do this.
Yeah, it's like not dropping crayons.
Does it have any kind of mantlet on it?
Yeah, I put it in elevation, and then on top of that, I put the bomb chute. Maybe I ought to put a motor-driven instead. What do you think?
If it's having problems getting to the right angle, maybe. Also, sorry, Little Mean. Yes, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Little Mean. What's going on?
No Means has posted a few messages. The first one is the ancient one has awoken.
Master Disaster says, "Wow, what a delay!" And Hunk says, "Hey, lads."
Master Disaster and Honk, welcome to the streams.
Yeah, I need to figure out what the hell's going on with that. Shit. Well, let's see what happens if I put a motor-driven barrel in here instead. And then put a... There it is, bomb chute. Yeah, the barrel moves around in everything, but it just does not want to drop a bomb.
I think your vehicle's trying to go off the map, or was that Nilkari's?
No, it tried to go off the map. And yeah.
Trying to figure out which of these is mine. I think that's one of your guys I've just tracted, sorry.
Yeah, I officially renamed the boat.
No, that one's Dammer's apparently. Sorry, Dammer.
There it goes, finally. Jeez.
I think that was mine. Yep, there it goes. Right. Apparently, Little Mean's calling mine an ice skate.
An ice skate. I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
Or a top-heavy ice skate, and he's heading to add more ice skates to it.
This thing is finicky as hell.
Where's the... There it is, beauty. Give me your roll control, please. Or do it need an actual AI mode? Actually, no. Just base PID will do the trick.
Yeah, that might be right, Disaster. I'll check it out. Thank you for the tip. Let's see here. Let's try lowering this down to 200. Master Disaster says that the bomber isn't getting close enough because the AI is telling it to wave off before it gets close enough to drop it. So I'm going to try messing with those settings. It's been a while since I built the crayon bomber.
There we go. Rolling sorted.
There we go.
Now I don't have to worry about rolling over at all.
I just need to worry about ramming.
Can we get rid of those marauders somehow? Because I accidentally spawned them in the corner and it's like causing us to bounce our designs off the edges of the map.
Can you escape deletes? Can you kill the marauders?
No, not that fashion. No.
All right, sounds like we need to blow them up then.
Yeah, I just see Dammer's bomber take a nosedive.
Let's see here. Let's try just not having any pitch to target at all. See if that makes any changes. Yeah, if we could get those marauders out of here, that would be helpful.
Do we have anything to go kill them?
I think Lilakari's on it right now. It seems a bit better. Yep. I think I should be using a timed fuse instead. I wanted to try an altitude fuse, just see how it worked, but yeah, timed fuse probably worked better for this.
Oh, I didn't have mirror mode on. Whoops.
Did it look like I dropped a bomb there, Lokari?
Yeah, I certainly see the block, Teddy.
Okay, good.
Well, Joshi, as far as I know, they've not unionized, so I'm not too worried.
Unionized? What the hell is he talking about?
He's saying Hydrophores wants to know your location. They feel replaced by rudders. And then Little Mean added, this post was made by the Hydro Gang.
Ah. That's a name I actually haven't heard in a while.
What?
Little Mean. I know he's kind of a regular of your streams. I just haven't heard that name in a while.
He's not been around much of late. Though he did just pick up Dyson Sphere program a few days ago, actually. But yeah, I mean, Mean's been around for watching my channel for quite some time. And I think this one just has to be like purely roll left.
And I'm just like a stone's throw away from 300 subs now.
Oh, congrats on that demo.
Yeah, congrats.
And this one can be roll right. There we go, it's fully roll stabilized and all that jazz. Right.
Am I still dropping cram bombs?
Considering both our AI dead, no.
Okay.
Just like to point out that the ship moves faster than the launch speed of the medium rail missiles. To the point where the missiles are just falling behind. Oh, no, videos actually.
Cram cannon didn't even move on that pass.
Yeah, the AIs are dead. The game no longer registers them as alive.
Oh, okay, okay.
Lost control of the
I
vehicle.
guess we can jump on board and then despawn them? I don't know.
It'd be better if I just spawn one of the guns I usually make.
Maybe. I'm gonna, like, spawn some other ones a little further away from...
The corner of the map? Sure.
Yeah. Somewhere out here to the northeast. So when you guys do your weapons testing, how do you usually go about it?
A marauder.
Form up and fly with.
I like to use a Marauder and a King instead.
Kingsters are good just to see if Your weapons are pretty hard hitting, so yeah, I could see that.
$457, and these appear to be 4-meter rounds.
Hersmeister says, imagine not using custom rudders for their intended purpose. Well,
Imagine custom rudders actually were worth it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that hit. 22.6k damage. I'd like to think that's okay.
Little Me says, oh god, why is the ship on Cloud 9 in a rave? I don't know.
Oh, why is it?
I don't know which ship. Maybe it's because mine's rolling around a lot. Maybe that's what it means.
Maybe.
Anyway, spin blocks.
Yeah, I see a lot of other things that we could probably do with this airframe at some
If in
point.
continuous mode, boost up to 22. Let there be some speed.
It still seems kind of picky on when it drops the cram, though.
Okay. As a note, this thing is not full weight, but it does need some extra controls. Most notably, this thing requires pitch and altitude controls. Like a plane, actually. Joshy says, lol, but I'm actually thinking about it, he is using rudders in so many creative ways as propulsion and roll. This is pretty big brain.
Yeah.
Then Nelmin says the
I've
clones...
used that trick on a few other things, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I worked it out originally for the Forkies because that one was having a lot of trouble with roll. It's just that you can get so much force out of these things compared to if you use like hydrofoils or large rudder blocks. These things produce so much more force. Little Me says the clone is learning. This is an unexpected development. Kill it before it gets smart. Fair enough.
But if you're curious, this is the gun I was using on the Tillman battleship I was trying to make.
I'll come have a peek. But if the cram doesn't work out, I could probably put some sort of other weapon system in there. Probably work still just fine, so yeah. I thought cram might be cheaper to do than missiles. As far as what's the word I'm looking? Material usage. What size of shell did you go with that?
That's a 457 millimeters with 4-meter
How
all
long is
loaders.
shell? Okay, 4 mil. Yeah, that's not bad. I like it.
Actually, you know what? Heck with it. Can I spawn in the scout again? Is that okay with you guys?
I'm fine with it.
Sorry, not the scout, the escort rather. Who put a massive cannon on the thing?
What do you
That's
think
a
about
little
putting out the Marauders for?
Fair enough.
Did you go with Hesh?
Yeah, Hesh.
Yeah.
So, without the base player and a little bit of gunpowder reduction, it's actually a 5-meter shell.
And it seems that the speed of my aircraft increased once I added some fuel engines to give a little bit more power.
Right. Is anyone else experiencing lag spikes?
Just a little bit, but I think that's just because you spawned something in.
Yeah.
Let's double check what I've done with this guy, because this guy uses the same stuff.
There you go. The Marauders are 2 damage.
Thank
That's
you.
down. Down on the left side, up on the right side. Yep. Just let it wander off. Right.
Now this thing potentially could have enough room to have full-size custom jet engines in it. Something to think about.
And this used to be a 6-barrel gun until I noticed how complicated I was going to need to make it for 6 barrels. And speak of 6-barrel monstrosities, let's see here. Large folder, get alright. The smoke over.
Damn, I'm getting 617 power per material out of these engines.
The only says he's not been into the lives recently, as he's not noticed them until now. YouTube's being an ass and not notifying him.
Screw you two.
Came from playing some Cosmoteer and just found us live.
Okay. Well, in either case, I'm glad he's here.
Yep, and Cosmoteer is a worthy reason not to be noticing my streams. I lie.
But yeah,
How dare you? You must watch my streams. Oh.
damn it. You want to see a
Yes.
bizarre gun that I was just one day decided to design?
Sure, why the hell not?
Platform.
Okay, now I just need some pitch control.
Because sometimes the crazy ones are the most fun. Am I right?
Yeah.
Roll's
Yeah,
going a
just
bit
do
crazy.
that so we can reduce drag a bit. I think it might look better if I do this.
Let's do something about pitch.
So, have you guys had a chance to look at Spud Cub's mod stuff here lately?
No, actually I was going to ask you, can you give me a link to that, please?
It's actually in the Discord links.
Alright, thank you. The link I was sent was actually a very short duration temporary one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got permission from Spud Cubs to have one put on our Discord. So I've actually been talking to him about doing a spotlight for his mod, so it should be interesting.
Boy, your paddle boat doesn't seem like go very fast.
That's because I'm doing things to the pitch at the moment.
Well, son of a pitch.
Okay, that's backwards, definitely.
You probably could see it in the corner of your eye, or the corner of the screen. Gun that I decided to design one day. Don't ask me why I designed this.
What are you doing?
On the platform, you see a 6-barrel.
Oh!
Yeah. Don't ask me how I was able to design this.
Oh,
Okay.
your torpedo boat?
No,
Um,
on
oh,
the main platform.
let me say he'll gladly go back to his Imperial battlecruiser. So much Dakar in one small box. Okay.
Duck is always fun. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Must admit though, one of the things I don't really like sometimes with trying to mess around with rudders in this way is the rudder goes one way, but it's applying its force the other way. So it's kind of weird sometimes.
You mean how you had to kind of like flip it around and try to make sure that it's
Doing the
facing
right, doing the thing you want it to,
direction?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's some rather big guns you got on here, Ion.
On what?
On your starter craft here.
Yeah, I think these are deck mounts.
Yeah, they are deck
Yes.
mounts, but yeah, I've got twin 220, sorry, treble 225s and dual 456s, I think they are.
Okay. So just direct auto-loader feeder. Okay, yeah.
I see. All
I
over
think you're
here.
missing a block on the back though, Ion, because there's like a massive hole in the back of this ship.
Oh.
You need
Where?
like a 3-meter beam in here.
Oh,
'Cause you
that
have
bit,
a hole
yeah,
in the
yeah,
back.
I've not
Yeah.
finished that bit.
Okay. Just thought I'd let you know.
No, thank you. We are looking out for each other.
Gotta say though, your escort's a rather handsome ship.
You mean the Christmas light one?
Yes.
Yeah, I still need to finish tinkering with that one. Also, I'm going to say hell with it and actually make people happy and actually put the hydrofoils into this little guy, as I did with the escort. So there you go, if you're happy. Hope you guys are happy. There are actually hydrofoils in the escort, and then there's going to be in this one too, because they are easier to set up for pitch than the rudder system is.
Yeah.
Escorts I know usually come with stockings.
As it happens, I've actually got a hollow, which is perfect for setting in hydrofoils.
Yeah, I guess no one got that joke. Okay, never mind.
We just didn't want to say anything.
Watch out.
And I got it.
What?
When I said the only escorts I know were stockings, I guess that went over your head.
Oh. I think I get it.
It was about hookers, Ion.
Okay, yeah, I did get it. Right.
Okay.
Eventually.
Just took a little processing.
I blame the drugs I'm on, okay?
Roger, my going.
Okay, right, let's see.
Nah,
So-
I can't say too much. I'm on several things myself.
Mm.
Are we gonna have like these Christmas marauders for like forever now?
Well, the AIs are dead, so our ships aren't shooting at them. We can manually blow them
No,
up, though.
I mean, it's almost February and we still have Christmas marauders.
Oh, right. Good question, actually. Is pitch negative if you're pitching upwards? Or downwards?
What do you mean?
Is negative pitch pitching upwards?
Down.
Negative pitch is pitching downwards, okay.
Yeah. You could just see the volley gun just firing all its rounds.
You know, if I wasn't wrapping up my Ashes campaign, I probably would use this bomber in it.
There we go, that's better. This thing is now cruising at 17.
You know, it's funny how people decide what's considered a fast boating from the depths.
Yeah, I mean, the kind of general consensus is like a boat going like 20 odd meters per second is usually fairly good.
Yeah, but there's no way in hell you would have a battleship going that fast in real life. I think
Some battleships
the
had very
IO class
high.
got to like 32 knots, something like that.
Well, you got to remember that scale's different in this game too.
Yeah,
I
it's
know,
using
but
meters
still.
per second instead of
Yes, but meters per second I think is like 2.2. You multiply that by to get miles per hour. Stop me if I'm wrong there.
Hey, give me a few seconds.
Are you trying to pot shot Marauders?
No, I'm using the AI, the targeting regular.
Yes, they'll mean tasty drugs and medical intoxication.
Well, 20 meters per second is like 72 miles per hour, 72 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
I think we might want to be thinking about restarting the designer.
Yeah, I think I'd be willing to do that.
There's a lot of
As
boats
soon
around.
as I'm sure everyone has is at a good stopping point. Hello, Kara, I might have to borrow some ideas from your design here to make a torpedo boat, but been a while since I've done one of them.
Yep. Taking my vehicle now.
It's using hydrofoils.
Yes.
Indeed it is. I thought it seemed a little too stable for something going 42 meters a second
I've got mine
with
saved.
steam props.
Saved.
Okay.
But yeah, 20 miles per meters per second is only 38 knots. Damn it.
Okay. I am going to end it now.
It's nice to say is make sure to save regularly.
Autosave is a thing now, though.
This is true, depending on what you set, because some people like to turn it off.
Because if I remember right, the Under Jolly Roger, I had to pull that out.
Yeah, and I actually accidentally killed the Seto, my little scout plane, the new version. I accidentally killed it. And I only had saved its engine assembly.
Yeah.
Luckily, I went digging into the autosaves and I found the Seto after I'd actually been finishing it up, so, you know. Which is good, because it would have the only other version I had was the one before I started fixing it.
Oh wait, damn it.
Yes.
The Iowa class battleship only goes 16 meters per second.
Yeah.
Listening.
That's still pretty fast for a ship that size. It's a fast battleship, am I right here, or?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my heavy cruiser is doing like 32 meters a second. I mean, for the longest time, I thought 15 meters a second was pretty fast, and then that went up to 20, and now it's like, well, 32 seems to be fast now. So, yeah. It just seems like it continuously just goes up and up and up and up.
Yeah, as people like get used to the more advanced power plants, and we've got to remember steam propellers came in as well. Especially ones you could actually run off engine drive. That's the newest thing to come in for that. So yeah, it's
But
pushing
they're not-
speeds up.
They're still not nearly as powerful as running a pure steam drive, I believe.
If you can get enough engine power, they are as powerful.
I might have to look at that then.
Yeah, as far as I know,
Yeah.
there's no penalty for actually using a mechanical converter to run a steam propeller, as long as you've got the raw horsepower to run it.
Then there might be some kind of magnification thing, like
Yeah, the reduction gears can magnify the output of a steam shaft, but I think you can attach those in line with mechanical system too.
no, I mean like what they did with like regular thrusters, where you can have more than 100% power in them now. But
I don't think steam props have that, actually.
yeah, I might have to look at that and see if that's a thing here.
The year. Nope, power skills just goes up to 1.
Okay. I was surprised you didn't go with like a simple weapon AA mount on this. Or did you just not get around to it, or?
No, there is a simple AA. Just it's not very impressive. It's mostly used for self-defense. Let's see here now. How do I want to start disguising this?
I keep forgetting missile transmitters are a thing in this.
Well, they are relatively new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember they existed. It's like, oh, yay!
Also, you might want to be careful with that. They are a thing, yes, but in a small missile system, they are actually not worth it. I tried going that way with the Forky's new rocket missile pods, and I worked it out that if I was going to lay out connections to a remote missile core, like with the remote transmitters and things, and just put the transmitters on the individual turrets, then it actually works out more expensive flat out. By a fair margin, actually, because of the reworking and things as well. Then it would be to just continue to have missile controllers on the individual missiles, because the controller and the staggered fire and all that stuff is much cheaper than the actual transmitter is.
Not a starter boat. Interesting name.
I needed something to save it as, so
Okay.
I see someone's on my thing. Hi, Dama.
Hello. I thought I'd come say hi.
Yeah, I'm afraid the weapons are not actually functional yet.
Okay.
But yeah, these are relatively fast-firing deck guns that it's not fitted with. The Cogula, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Cogula, what's going on? Surprised he hasn't popped up in voice chat. He usually does.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well.
Maybe he will, maybe he won't. We'll have to wait and see.
No, I do the same thing with my torpedoes, but the boilers over the top of them.
Gentlemen?
Mental
Speak of
jet?
the devil.
Little Mean says cute little chub guns. Thank you. But yeah, that's Cogula. Hi, Cogula.
Hello.
How you been doing?
Doing alright.
We are currently building some starter craft for the Glao campaign that we've been gearing up for. So far, I have a custom jet engine cram bomber. Lolakari has a torpedo boat, and Mark III has a
Something.
I want to say it's kind of a monitor almost, like a paddle boat monitor. Would I be accurate in saying that I am?
Monitor? How do you mean?
Just something meant to work in shallows with a fairly heavy set of guns. Is how I've understood it.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a mixture. The ACBs seem to be on the fritz slightly, but oh well.
Is that your ship all the way out there?
Yes.
What the heck am I doing all the way out here?
Would it be helpful if we got you on a tractor beam there?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I've just unlocked my ship, so go ahead and grab.
Okay.
I see you're doing a paint job. That's actually a good thing I need to do.
Well, if you feel like it.
Is someone already grabbing ions, or do I need to do that?
No, I've not been grabbed.
So you haven't had a bad touch yet. Okay.
No.
Okay. Should be coming in now.
Hey, Amador,
Hey, what's going on?
did you put the Goliath engine in the prefab?
No, I had not, but that
directly?
makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah.
I've already got like maybe about. Gosh, I probably maybe got like 11 engines on that platform now. Yeah, I was like clicking load every time, and I was like, why the hell isn't this thing coming in here? No, that makes perfect sense now.
It's
What
a
is-
prefab.
You know that engine platform that I've started working on? Jack here, he went and sent me a blueprint for it, but I didn't know at the time that it was a prefab. So I need to put that in my prefab folder before I can look at it. Not a big deal. That has to be probably the simplest sensor mast I've ever seen.
What, the one I have?
Yes.
Yeah, there's not much room up there.
Little Mean makes a good point, actually. He says he doesn't think it's a monitor, seems more like a patrol craft. Monitors are generally heavily armoured and tend to have one big gun, which is entirely true.
Okay.
In fact, normally they have a much more powerful weapon than they do with armouring as well, but it's like, bring the biggest weapon you can. Blow
I
the
just
target
wasn't
up.
entirely sure what the correct term would be for it, and that's just the one that came to mind.
Yeah, I think it's a patrol craft. Overall.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Maybe it's a riverboat.
Who can
Yeah,
say?
I could definitely do that.
The only thing I can say about it is it's weird.
Weird, but uniquely you.
Thanks.
Hey, it's nice to have an established design aesthetic for when you're building stuff.
This is true.
I mean, basically every single one of my boats is somehow relatable to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts or just classical battleships.
In all fairness, mine have been kind of drifting that direction as well.
Yes.
But the Trumbull home style has really been growing on me, not gonna lie.
Dama, is it possible to join you? Is it session or is it too late?
That I would be fine with it, but Lilakari and Ion here, they are also in this session, so if they're cool
I'm
with
fine with it.
I would
Ion?
join, except I think you have way too many. I think I would just make things problematic given how many players there are.
Yeah, we might want
Um,
to like halt it at like 3 if we're gonna. I'm sorry, halt it at 4 if we're gonna add any more. Because as we have said before, it gets more unstable with the more people that come in. But I'm sorry, Ion, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no. There is one thing to note though, and that's the fact that we are running short on build time actually.
That is true.
So if someone did join
Um,
to take part and build a boat, there is very little time left to actually build a boat before we stop and start sharing and judging them.
Would you be willing to take a rain check on that then, guys?
On what?
A rain check on joining us in the build stream? Hello?
Everyone suddenly went quiet.
I know. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It just, yeah, the timing's kind of bad right now.
Yeah.
It's just you were asking to join approaching the end of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd been earlier, then yeah, it would have been no problem.
But I'll try and see if I could get more of a better announcement for it started, so you guys know when it's going to happen, and we can just go from there. Does that sound good? Just know, maybe, hopefully.
Who was it that was wanting to join?
Jack and Lacogular.
No, I'm just wondering who, because like no one's replying at all.
I know it's gone awfully quiet here.
Is Jack still here?
As far as I could tell, yeah. Maybe you went AFK for a moment.
Oh, speaking of PT boats, did you know the original ones were made out of plywood?
Yes.
Somehow my button, mic button didn't work when I was in
Oh,
FTD.
okay.
Oh.
I wonder. Didn't we establish earlier that the physics for Glao and Nita are the same? Am I correct?
Similar enough, I think, was the final verdict.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm asking because we could theoretically spawn in units from the Glao campaign into this, so... Or do we want to keep that on the download until we start actually doing the campaign so we don't have any spoilers?
I say down low.
Hello.
Okay. Fair enough.
Little Mean, yeah, let's do that, actually. Little Mean suggests we use some pycrete.
I believe Pycrete in From the Depths is like wood and stone armor?
It's wood and ice.
Yeah.
I know, but in From the Depths, I remember someone talking about his Pycrete Navy, and he said he built his from stone and wood, so yeah. Since ice isn't exactly a thing in From the Depths.
It should be.
Awful game, doesn't have ice, 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
Not enough ice. I require my ice navy, damn it.
If we're going to do that, we might as well add icebergs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need some more terrain hazards because the ones we have aren't good enough.
This is true.
Yes.
Though that said, the terrain is actually pretty darn hazardous. Don't you remember how hard it was at first to get ashes working? Just because vehicles would bounce off the land or they'd sink under it?
You know, now that I'm thinking about this build, I probably could have gone with a submarine made of stone that launched frag torpedoes. That probably could have done very well. Something to think about.
Speaking of a brick. A submarine out of stone.
I don't know if you guys followed Dell's gaming at all, but he actually put together a very interesting submarine that wasn't using power for stabilization like the PID method specifically, but using like air pumps and hydrofoils as dive planes. It was actually pretty cool how he was able to go about it.
My first submarine did that actually. It controlled
Not mine.
pitch, roll, buoyancy just by the air pumps.
I mean, yeah, it's good if you're trying to save materials on using actual power to run those systems, but I just feel like PID just gives you a lot more flexibility with that kind of thing.
It does, yeah. I mean, I did that before I actually learned how to use PID, so I was using ACBs for it. So it got kind of complex, kind of fast.
Yeah.
Wow, there is no camouflage texture for wood.
Unfortunately.
No, there isn't. There is a camouflage texture for metal, there is a camouflage texture for alloy, heavy armor, and I think that's it.
Wings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wings, forgot
Wings.
wings. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't ever use those though. They just seem like they'd be too flimsy. That, and I honestly like the look of having full solid blocks a bit better, I think.
So Ion, your ship has a 225 millimeter triple
Yep.
and a double 465 millimeter plus
Yep.
2 shark cannons.
Yeah,
Yep.
what kind of shells are those things? Oh,
Something based on Mateys, actually.
yeah. Jacques Parentu says monitor what was that type of battleship will. Okay.
There's also
I
the
didn't know if you put the
USS
screen.
Monitor.
Yeah. I was looking for something. I can't remember.
Or no, I think the Monitor was on the Confederate side, not the Union side.
No, the Monitor was a Union craft. The one you're thinking of is a Merrimack.
Yeah. The 2 ships that shocked the entire world and changed ship design permanently.
Actually, I think ironclads have been around before that battle, but I think
No,
what really.
no, they were entirely new to the Civil War.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there was no such thing as an ironclad ship.
Mainly
before the
because
Civil
iron
War.
was believed to be way too heavy to be used as the sole ship construction material. I mean, there were iron warships before that used like iron armor belts and stuff, but there weren't ships that were entirely made out of iron.
Actually, ironclads, the bottom half that was below the waterline was wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took ships that burned down in the night, used their hulls as ironclads.
Well, there was also the fact that they were powered solely by steam.
So let me show you my ultimate starter craft here. Little tutorial plane. I think it's like, yeah, it's less than 2K and it's fully functional.
One problem with my ship is once it starts to flip, there's no helping it.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't put some downward props on it.
Oh look, I'm a submarine now.
All you have to do is dream.
Living the dream.
Some air on that breach.
Do we feel okay with our 2-hour build time? Or do we
I
want
think
any
so.
little more?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just kind of fucking around now.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
Right, then we are almost out of build time then.
I'm just having fun with this little prop plane right now. Whee!
Fair enough.
Although I do have something that could be a decent starter craft here also, just to be like a very light fighter plane. I can remember where I put it. Here we go. This thing's like dirt cheap too. Pretty quick. Had a lot of fun building this guy as well. Oh, do you remember when we were working on trying to get those missiles working for
Hi, Lokari.
that light interceptor?
Hi.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, they're bugged again. It's kind of crazy.
Wait, that stop working again?
Yes,
Oh, darn it.
which it's okay, because like I'm almost done with the campaign. And I don't think I want to bother with using light aircraft around the hoods or the white flares right now. So yeah, not a big deal.
Oh dear. Josh says I make my ammo armor so black it looks like heavy armor. Yep, it looks like heavy armor, so it works like heavy armor. That's how it works, right?
Juck says Lokari should probably put some lead in the bottom of his hull. That's not the issue. It just these.
Am I the only one hearing that lag?
Do what?
Oh, Dama was lagging really hard for a minute there.
No, I was
No,
doing it
just
fine.
you.
Okay. Anyway, I was
That's
gonna
not a good
say
sign.
Lokari's ship just has way too much thrust, and I don't think putting lead on the bottom of it would help all too much with it. I don't know. I'll leave that up for his call.
Yeah, I'm putting lead on the very bottom.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
It doesn't really affect the speed by much.
Gonna go ahead and start putting up a straw pole.
Yeah, it's pretty much time, so.
Should we have the straw pole done now and talk about our craft? Or
Yeah,
do we want-
that's the way we've done it before, because otherwise there's not enough time for the poll.
You're probably right, yeah. Okay. Uh, Alright, I'm going to be dropping a link into the chat here, and I'm going to send Iron Mark 3 a link for his chat.
Thanking you.
Sent that to you via direct message there.
Yep, got it.
So, yeah,
Yep,
you guys go ahead and vote on which one you think is your favorite.
yep. Since we do this every time, it's like this is not like which one do you think is quote unquote the best, like which is the most powerful. It's judged by whatever standard you like. Does it look nice? Do you like how it's armed? Does it do a fun little dance that amuses you? You know, whatever.
Does it give you an erection?
That's also a criteria you can use as well.
Yes. Is it a sexy boat? Is it not a sexy boat?
Sparta is the PT-94, isn't it? That I need to grab from you.
Yeah.
Grabbing.
Thank you.
I've not actually named mine. Does that mean mine is called in the poll not a starter craft?
I just put our online names
Okay.
in the... yeah. I figured that'd be the easiest to do. So anyway, if we're
hang
at
on.
a good...
I think someone commented on the stream actually saying, Protoss
wrong?
hashtag expose Bill Gates commented, where have all the good guys gone?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Anyway, who would like to start us off discussing their craft while people put in their votes?
Should we just roll a dice or something?
Maybe.
Might as well roll 1d3.
Yeah.
Is that a... Is there a 3-sided dice?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Well, there's D6.
Ah,
Oh yeah, d6 divided by 2.
that makes sense. Okay.
Going clockwise, then I would say.
Okay.
But where's
Starting-
12?
Starting from me or Lilakari, though?
Hang on, I'm just rolling 4. I'd say starting from you, since you're on the left. But we got a 4, so that's me. So, right, I'm first.
Okay. Lead us off then, please.
Followed by you, Dama, according to a second roll. Right.
Okay.
Okay, so to start out with, I overreached myself slightly, as I tend to do sometimes. But this is a little patrol boat based on my so-called primordial fleet style, with imported guns, big paddle wheels, and an odd shape, basically. What can I say about it? Well, it has no engine, for starters, but it still does 20 meters per second. It's quite lightly armoured, actually, and I think it's the most expensive craft here, at just shy of 40k materials.
38,000?
Yeah, just shy of
Yeah.
40k. But for that, you get no engine power, so the only maintenance is for ammunition use. The main weapons are these 2 deck guns. One's a treble 225, the other's a dual 480, was it, or 450?
Very stylish, I should say.
465. Oh, thank you. Dual 465s. They have shard guns for precise shots, and for anti-air there is a missile battery in the back of the hull,
Yes, I saw that.
armed with fast-tracking EMP explosives, which are somewhat resistant to being decoyed. Short range though, and they don't pack much punch individually, but that's why there's a lot of them. And that's my boat. I know it looks very unfinished, but that's because, as I said, I overreached and I didn't have time to add a bunch of stuff like there should be railings, there would have been a bigger propeller big rudder on the back, decoration, but it's a hull. It's a
Yeah.
hull.
Yeah.
It's a bit costly, but it's a hull. Wow, I'm really
All right.
convincing people to vote for me, aren't I?
So what kind of shell do you have coming out of these cannons?
Twin HE backed up by a 90-degree frag on an inertial fuse to ensure detonation, and a single gunpowder.
So basically, just meant to do a lot of light damage.
a lot of light to moderate damage. The
Mhm.
shells are only 1 meter, so they're belt loaders. Actually, no, I think
Okay.
yeah, they're very short shells, but they fire quickly, and these are only deck guns, so the weapon system themselves are very compact.
Okay. Just having a look at the innards here. Have you not had a chance to put? Okay, yeah, you still need some processing cards, but yeah, that shouldn't be a big deal.
I knew I'd forgotten something.
Yeah.
These guys are PIDs here. Automatic control blocks. Here's the shell. Inertial. Yeah, that's not too bad a shell. What kind of fire rate are you getting out of these?
Depends on the gun. I mean, the 225 is meant to be a general purpose kind of thing, so it operates at 33 RPM per barrel. The double operates at the same fire rate, actually, but with, as you see, a much heavier shell. So,
Okay.
yeah, it could be a lot worse, honestly.
I'm sure with a bit of polish on it, no, you could really make this thing.
Actually, no.
Shine if
Sorry,
you
the
want
autoloaders on the big guns are only at 4.2. I just forgot to change the restrictions on them.
Okay.
The small ones are actually 13.8 sustained, but they're actually a 14.9. So yeah, sorry, they're not 33. They are not that good because they're only little deck guns. I think that was when I was messing around with the settings at some point. Sorry.
So, considering that you aren't using any actual engine power, I'd imagine the operating costs on this thing would be pretty negligible.
Oh yeah, if it doesn't
the
bump its
material
nose on
cost?
if it doesn't bump its nose on something, then it'll be fine. It'll only spend resources for ammo.
Yep.
But it does have
Okay.
a good amount of storage, so it could work as a supply craft if needed.
Okay. You have anything else you'd like to add before we move on?
Not much to say really, as I sneakily add in general processing cards.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
the one
so-
thing I would say is add a gun in the back.
Yeah, there is enough deck space to add one, and in fact I think I have the volume to add one as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
So I
You
could
could definitely
just shy of 400.
maybe just grab one of these and just slap it on the back. I don't know which one you'd prefer, but yeah, I think you'd definitely have room for that. I don't
let
think
me-
it'd increase the cost by too much either.
Well, actually, these guns are like the cheapest is 7,000. The treble's actually 11,000. The guns are actually kind of pricey.
Maybe go with like one of the simple weapon anti-aircraft guns. Just slap it on the back there. I don't know. I'm just trying to pitch ideas here.
Actually, that's only taking it to 2,775, adding another double on the back of it.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Looks kind of silly though.
It's fine.
More decker. That's a maybe, I would think.
In fact, it can actually rotate. It's perfect.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was very careful with where I actually put the thing. Though you seem to be having a bit of trouble with it there.
Yeah.
Probably needs to have the restrictions on the turret block reset, but yeah, it's probably fine.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll talk about mine then.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
While you do that, I'll be helping Ion's ship.
this
Um,
guy here, I decided to name the 99 Ways to Die Cram Bomber, named after a Megadeth song, keeping with the Damodok tradition. Top speed 135 meters per second.
There you go. Restrictions have been set.
Thank you.
It is powered by 2 custom jet engines, and I also have a regular jet thruster here in the back, basically just to provide a bit more redundancy. I was trying to go for some kind of fairly high efficiency build here with the custom jet engines. I just pulled up the stats on that so you guys can have a look. According to this, gets about 617 power per material. I don't know if that's because it's just at a current resting state or not, but yeah.
No, power per material is just what it works at. It doesn't change as the jet ramps up.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I made some very efficient engines then. Yay that.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned this before, but I prefer to look at the efficiency multiplier. Because that gives a good relevant value of how efficient
Yes,
an engine is.
If the compression efficiency is 1.4 and the exhaust efficiency is 1.1.
I mean, if you look at the jet controller, it gives you an efficiency percentage,
Oh,
which is the
it's
overall.
154.
Currently saying,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
154.
154.
Yeah, and that tends to be decent for a custom jet, I've found. If you really push it, you can get 200 odd, but sometimes it's not worth it.
Yeah. I also got some very small fuel engines in here just to provide a little bit of extra power, because it seemed like the regular jet engines weren't able to provide enough power to all the thrusters that are used for controlling the aircraft.
The thruster's running on 4 times.
Yes. But
That
that's
would be
intentional.
why then.
Yeah, it's intentional. I went with a 2,000 millimeter cram. I think 22k explosive damage is probably pretty good. It does seem like it is having a little bit of trouble though trying to release the weapon. But I think those are just teething problems that I probably need to come back and redo sometime at a later time. But I think it's got a lot of potential.
You could
Yeah, I
actually fit
just
some more
realized
packers
there's
in here.
some Huh?
Yeah, there's some empty gaps here. Is that what you were about to mention?
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm going to go ahead and put some things in there, but yeah. Sorry, guys. I thought I had that all filled in.
We are. Well,
Anyway.
these builds are under a bit of time pressure, though, aren't we? So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fair enough statement to make. Let me just make sure that I got them all. Yeah, okay. And that really didn't seem to change all that much, but
Packers.
reload time.
Yeah, Packers are
What?
reload. Oh, that fusing box is attached. I was kind of wondering that.
Yeah. I went with time crams. I tried originally using altitude crams, but they just kept exploding underwater, and yeah.
Do you have a laser designator in? Oh, yeah, there you do.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm not sure why that wasn't working for you then.
I honestly haven't used altitude crams up until that point, so I'm imagine it probably just needs some fine tuning. Is all that. Yeah. It just seemed using a time fuse would just be a good way, a quick and dirty way, just to finish it and call it good enough.
Yeah, I just use inertial crams, honestly.
Here on the back, even though I haven't had the automated control box set up for this, it does dispense some decoys as far as flares and radar decoys, but I haven't set up the automatic control block for it. But yeah, I think this thing could potentially carry us through to up to mid game, hopefully.
Currently it's set to 3 kilometers. Missile
Yeah, I
torpedoes.
usually set it for about 400.
Okay, controls, fire, weapon system. It looks like Lokari set it up actually.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was like, how did the hell did this happen? But yeah, okay, never mind. Thank you.
Okay.
It seems like it's got pretty good turning. Yeah, I've been pretty happy with it so far. And if I wasn't so far along into my Ashes campaign, I probably would be using it in there as well.
Is it just not powerful enough for what you need in Ashes at the moment?
I would just prefer not to use light aircraft, especially right now, kind of at a point where I'm up against the lightning hoods and the white flares, so yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Both of those guys are not good things to have light aircraft against.
No. So yeah, you guys have any questions? Or are we good to move on?
Yeah.
I
I
think
have no question about it.
Okay.
I do have one question actually.
Yes.
Why don't you have any missiles under the wings like you normally do as a secondary weapon?
Because I figured missiles are really simple to do, and I can always go back and add them later. So yeah, that was my
This is true, yeah. And there's no reason why they wouldn't be added in if someone tinkers with it.
Oh yeah, it would be stupid easy to add them onto this thing if they chose to do so.
Yeah, it's just we're not building to quite the normal rules that you build to. Hertzmeister says it looks
go
good.
for a pure cram bomber, so
Yeah. Hertzmeister says it looks good, by the way.
thank you, Hertzmeister.
Sorry, looks very good. There we
I
go.
think it turned out all right. Okay. Well, Kari, would you like to go?
Yes, I designed a, patrol boat. Its main armament's going to be 4 torpedo tubes.
Mhm.
It has what I would qualify as the most pathetic armament ever of a single 50 cal.
Yeah.
I just imagine it being mostly used as a self-defense for invaders.
I mean, you might as well be sneezing on people, but hey.
Yeah.
It does something.
And it has 3 94 millimeter cannons on the front.
No, I think you could probably get more 50 cals on this thing if you really wanted to, but yeah.
Yeah.
50 cals and grenade launchers. Only thing is you need to get local weapon controls in for all of them as well.
Yep, and that's kind of what wish they had more. Basically, more blocks that act as local weapon controllers.
I'd settle for one for like a bigger reach.
Yeah.
Or maybe even an armored one would be nice.
Yeah,
I know there's some mods out there that do that, but
multiple versions.
I'm sorry, what were you saying there?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, the ship is powered by steam. It has plenty of material storage. Though it is very lightly armored, with most places only receiving 1 meter of metal, with the thickest place around the ammo storage, which is right underneath the 3 guns in the front, with 2 meters.
And the irony of it is you probably have one of the more armored craft that we have here. If not the most armored craft that we have here.
I think you do have
Yeah.
the most armoured craft here, actually.
The torpedoes are a combination between HE and EMP.
Definitely built the torpedoes to be fairly hefty, actually. A lot of EMP charge on them, though.
Yes. EMP is usually a pretty good choice, though.
True.
Yeah.
Both fins in the back, I notice.
Not really going for a very
gauge
agile
for HE
torpedo,
is
considering
not
this thing, since I set this up to charge the enemy.
Now, I mean, like, you get more turning if you have one of those fins near the front.
Yeah, I know.
I know
Like I
you.
said, this thing is actually charging literally directly at the enemy. There's that much room for it turning through.
You know, perfectionist
really.
and all that stuff. Oh, thanks, Hertzmeister. That's a good point. He points out we need heartstones in Glao.
Right.
Yeah. That's everything we forgot about.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think we put heartstones in like any of our cloud designs at all.
Yeah, it's something we'll have to work on.
I mean, it wouldn't take but like a minute or two to do, so not that big a deal, to be honest. But whatever. Now that he mentions that, I'm going to go ahead and just slap one in here real quick.
Yeah, I'm bolting one into mine too. Actually, that's a slight
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, the Hearthstone need engine power.
Yeah.
And Iron
I don't have engine power.
Well, note this up. Never jump on an iron ship.
Yep, my ships can't sustain life, apparently.
They're meant for.
Fellowship for survival. It is. There's no engine power, but no redstone.
Well, if I want to maintain its upkeep-less status, I just bolt in an RTG and it'll be good.
So, Lolakari, was there anything else that you wanted to mention about your build here?
No. That I really want to make put more decorations on here.
Yeah. It looked like you were doing some mimic fuckery up there.
Decoration fuckery, actually.
Yeah. That's very compact. I really like the steam engine back here.
Yeah, that steam engine looked very good. Sorry, I was just putting
Very
a...
compact.
There we go, I've got a Hearthstone in mind now. Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it does use hydroflows to actually stay on pit, keep the pitch down. The simple fact those two propellers actually like to lift this thing up into the air.
Yeah, what kind of speed were you getting on this thing? Like 30?
40
Yeah,
meters per second.
Yeah. It doesn't show in the V menu, but I'm sure that could be fixed.
Yeah, it's no problem at all, Hurstmeister. You don't have to say you're sorry for anything. It's just something about Glao we had forgotten about because we've not actually played Glao yet, so...
Not yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in another stream or two after this, we'll probably be able to actually start the campaign, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have been looking forward to.
Besides, I still get to say I still get to say that I'm cheating and I'm not using any engine power because it's technically true. I'm not paying any resources to charge the Hearthstone anyway, so it's all good.
And don't forget the Ian and Lolakari, don't forget to vote yourselves.
Yeah, that's the point. We do a combat test and then it's yeah, I was about to say there's about to be a collision there, and then it's time to just
so that's like,
check the votes.
Shit.
So I guess we want to restart the designer, bring in a couple of Kingsteads, and
Make sure we save first.
yes, absolutely.
In fact, if you'll give me a second, I actually need to install a little bit more onto mine. You set up all the firing restrictions, okay?
Yep.
Oh, you installed the weapon control as well. Thank you.
He's good like that.
Mine is still called not a starter boat for some reason. Okay.
Could be worse. Something like Bodie McFloaty or something like that.
Yep, I have got an update save. I am good.
Alright. Go ahead and restart the server here. And here we go. Starting and alright. Do we need another layer?
No, not really.
Yeah, okay. And I'll go ahead and find the Kingstead. Just one?
You need to get your boat, your craft in first, Emma.
Okay.
I'm just making sure we've all got resources. Yours was under the sea though, Kari, apparently.
It's just
Find your
slowly
bottom
floating.
SquarePants, huh?
Yep, the afterward has made mine a little bit back heavy. Just a tad.
Okay, here comes the Kingstead.
Listening.
We all have resources, so
Yes.
a little bit of lag. I think that's on the Kingstead coming. No, Kari, Hertzmeister says that patrol boat is really fast. He sounds impressed.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on your thing, Dammer. I'll turn off repair though.
And
Receiving.
the cram just bounced off a turret and detonated. That's
That's why I go for inertial fuse.
I could probably just use both fuses, but
Oof.
I have done that from time to time.
Well, the AI is fine. Gone.
Yeah. I think I just took a hit.
Oh, it's shooting at my boat. Okay. I'm not even sure what my boat's doing.
Nope, shooting at me.
That reminds me, this thing doesn't have any repair bots.
I suspect I have my steering rudders reversed. Far too easy to do.
Yes. But for something that we just kind of threw together in 2 hours, I mean, there's gonna be some issues, so.
Sag mal,
Yes.
do you use PID for yaw and pitch stabilization?
Yes, I have one in there for yaw, pitch, and roll.
Turn off pitch or the yaw one. That
Do
makes-
what now?
Turn one of them for yaw or pitch off, so that your plane wobbles. Doesn't fly so straight.
Okay.
So when without the PID systems, it's harder to shoot down
wrong one.
because it flies not so stable.
So we'll just go ahead and disable yaw, and we'll enable pitch, and see how that works for us.
Which I
It's a
knew
little
it was
more
over
wobbly,
this
but I
thing.
could live with that.
So it's harder for the enemy to predict.
I usually don't use the AI PIDs for that reason, but what the hell? I figured I'd give it a go.
Because it's easier to aim for the enemy if the plane flies completely stable and directly at them.
And there goes the cram bomb. Yeah, I might want to add an inertial fuse to that ion.
Yeah, it's far too easy to have them bounce, if I'm going to be honest.
Even though they are kind of still detonating on the target, but yeah. Where the hell is my...
Oh, that's something I forgot to do as well on this thing.
I think I'll just take the time fuse out of there and just have it as just inertial.
Cool, this thing actually had a surprising range. Let's see.
But one thing that could potentially be very useful for this airframe is, I think, switching over to a more conventional bomber, like something with APN guidance, would be pretty easy to do for it.
Oh yeah, this missile launcher has a 2 kilometer range. Right.
And there goes the cram bomb. Boom! 25k damage, and it barely scratches it. A little bit of blood confetti, that's about it. Makes me wonder if I should go for a fragmentation. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles, try it with a cram.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Fragmentation.
one of the reasons we're doing combat testing, isn't it?
Yes. I can find where I put the firing piece in this son of a bitch.
I actually got my anti-aircraft missile launcher working, so off it goes.
Let's see here, cram settings. Let's go full on frag.
PV boat, not very good against crabs. Ouch.
Something this craft does need though is repair bots, so I'll install a couple.
Where would I set the frag angle on these. Oh, never mind.
Yep, I
Alright,
just took
let's see
another
how
hit
this
right in the
works.
side. Boat's still working.
If you prefer, we could spawn in something else
I just got a big error message.
from.
Ugh, I don't know. FTD complained about something.
Did it crash your game?
No, I'm still in,
Okay.
I think. But that was kind of odd. Right. Okay, my boat's now got repair bots. Oh, it just took another hit to the side. It's... I think... Is it AI? No, its AI is further back. I think.
That didn't do a whole hell of a lot of damage. I think it might have. Yeah,
yeah.
it just went to the side and down in the water.
Yeah, my boat's disabled. It took quite a while, though, for those crams to get to it, actually.
Yeah, I seem to have taken some damage myself.
How's the King's Head looking?
I'll tell you in a moment here, but I need to have a time to use on this because this just isn't working very well.
It's still shooting at the carcass of my boat.
I see.
Well, we know something else my boat's good for. Drawing fire.
Alright, let's see what this cram
Apparently
does.
shoot at me.
That did significantly more block damage, but I did catch a cram in the bottom of my plane, so...
Oh, another unknown exception just popped up. Something is going wrong, but we don't know what.
Very wrong if you keep getting those.
No, it's the second one, but it was the same as the first, though. So... I think it might just be multiplayer trying to kick off.
Could very well be.
Receiving.
You know, considering that this thing can take a lot of damage and keep on flying, I think is
Just hide in here.
good to know. Except that I should know that the AI has
Just
been
got an error.
completely exploded. And again, we didn't exactly design this to fight Kingsteads.
We didn't, but it is a useful punching bag.
Yeah.
Maybe we ought to just like turn the weapons off on the Kingstead since this is just meant to be a weapons test. Yeah. Someone already beat me to it. But I think in swarms we could pretty easily overwhelm those. So, yay that. Yeah, definitely think I'm gonna stick with the frag cram there. And my plane's gonna bounce off the edge of the map.
Yeah, that's another thing. The fight's wandered towards the edge, so...
Yeah, it's crazy because in regular, just designer mode, it's not even a problem. Because it spawns you like in the middle of the whole freaking map.
But the Kingstead is listing.
It does do that a lot, I've noticed.
Also, old piece that could be a giant piece of Swiss cheese without rolling over.
You know, I remember the first playthrough I did of Quest for Neater, I got extremely lucky and I managed to capture 2 of them back to back, and I used that to basically build my first super battleship. Which was called Degraded Mode, as one can imagine.
Very apt name, really.
Yeah. happened to this Kingstead?
I think we might have killed a bunch of the sensors on the Kingstead because it's just not firing anything now. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah,
Yeah, the AI is off.
my bad. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, or if I was thinking.
No, this Kingstead's currently sitting at a 45-degree angle in the water.
Well, we actually have 2 sets of EMP weapons aimed at it as well, so I'm not surprised some sensors have got burned off.
I do have kind of a meta brick thing that I've been experimenting with for an Ash's design, but it just can't generate enough power to run its PACs enough. It might do better in Glao though. Maybe I'll bring it up next time we do a stream to show you guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this Kingstead's a little bit beaten.
Turn at
Honestly.
91%.
Yeah, it's steadily taking damage.
Well,
Very slowly though, because it's, well, it's 3 light vehicles against a really heavy one, isn't it?
Hmm.
It's not expensive, just heavy. The Kingstead.
although I do remember it costing like well over $1 million metal back in the day.
Yeah, before they started looking around with the pricing and stuff.
Sore subject, not gonna go any more deeper into that.
Shall we restart design them and try it against the Marauder? See how they deal with the
Try one
lighter
against a
opponent?
Marauder.
Pardon?
All 3 of them against a Marauder?
Yeah, just to see how they handle a lighter target.
I was thinking maybe a Plunderer myself, but
Okay.
yeah, we could do that.
With or without weapons on the Plunderer.
I guess we could start it with weapons.
Okay.
Okay, I am ending the match now. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's try this once again.
Receiving.
Do I just not have any materials in here? I guess not. There we go. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yes.
There's actually been a bunch of people chatting in your chat.
Really? The natives are restless, aren't they? Oh, Gio's been in here for a while. Shortest Viking.
Yeah,
Haven't
sure
seen him in a while.
Yeah, nice to see you again, Viking.
I don't blame him for saying it's been around a year since he played. That was a rough year for everyone. Gio seems to think I should try APH. That thought had crossed my mind, actually. Alright, so should I spawn it in then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I think that's a godly design, as I recall. Actually, no, I guess it's a hard now. Yeah, okay. Well, here we go.
Yeah, that additional big gun in the very back.
I
It
know.
does look ridiculous.
I know. I think a hydrofoil under there just to lift the rear end up a little bit would help a lot.
Spawn the wrong side.
Yeah.
I did that again. God dang it! All right, could someone despawn that thing? Or yeah, thank you. I keep forgetting that I have to reset that every time I start. Okay, putting it on Onyx Watch, and here we go. Bombs away. Ooh. That was a big chunk of damage. Look at all the blood confetti off that sumbitch. Yeah, this seems a bit more manageable than the Kingston was.
Yeah, it's got. I think the key thing is it's got lighter armor in general. Because we mostly have lighter weaponry, so Kingstead was a bit too tough for us to readily take on with how many vehicles we had out.
Yeah. You know, I was just had a thought here. Maybe it might be worth trying one of the simple weapons on as your rear turret, so it wouldn't be nearly as heavy. Like some kind of AA gun, something like that. I don't know. Just a suggestion.
Yeah, I think it's either that or put in a hydrofoil for lift at the back there. Looks like I took a direct hit in the side with a cram cannon shot again.
Better for ramming procedures.
Ooh, I just took a cram hit too.
Yeah, if
Not
they can
that
predict
the
you hard
left
enough. Ooh. Look, are you sure you want to be there?
I'll
If
be
he's
right
feeling
next
brave,
to you.
let him.
I feel like that is not acceptable combat procedure.
Yeah, it looks a little dirty.
All I can say is my ship is making sure it can't move.
Actually, it's helping it avoid our incoming fire from your teammates. So you're aiding and abetting the enemy right now.
Oh, you're still hitting it, Ion.
My guided missiles are.
Oh yeah.
Don't know about my cannons.
Me, I'm not entirely sure because I think I was in a bit of a death spiral there. So anyway, does any... you missed most of it, Viking. Yeah.
It's actually trying to shoot me, but it can't.
Anyway, does anyone want to know the results for the straw poll?
Yeah, I think we're done testing for now, aren't we? Pretty much.
Yeah.
You might want to keep your boats to further range though in the future, little Kari, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
That,
imagine the AI probably just needs a little tweaking and all.
yeah. Oh, you got 3. You're upside down though.
Don't worry, that'll generally fix itself.
Assuming it doesn't smash into the bottom of the ocean first. Oh no, I think it's going to make it. Are you sure you didn't make a submarine?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And also, thanks to the skills being removed, oh my god, the minigun does damage.
I was trying to go to the moon. Right.
Yeah, it's actually very good.
Oh, Joshy's asking, have we ever experienced the wonders of heavy heads?
I don't think I've used them very much myself, but
If you mean APS guns,
I
then
assume that's what he's talking about.
yeah. Sometimes I do use them, but not in a payload-focused shell.
Gary, the torpedo boat. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
happens
well,
if it's a...
Well, there was submarine and then it decided to be a plane.
I was having the same issues with my 2.4.9 campaign with some of my ships wanting to dance like that. So yeah.
Yeah, folks, this is the power of Steam props.
Yeah, it's straight up.
In a few more minutes, it's going to do another breach.
I think the plunder has kind of been beaten
Yes.
at this point.
Yeah.
So, you know. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead with the poll then. Herzmeister says he likes how our designs are synergizing with each other so well.
They actually are this time around, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, again, they're
Yeah,
quote-unquote
it's
starter
awesome.
craft, but they actually
Mm-hmm.
are doing a good job together, aren't they? Oh, I think yours run out of materials.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Really, Terry, I think your boat needs a little overwork.
Yeah,
Sure they
yeah,
all
I
do.
noticed that.
It goes over the place. Without
I'm
doing much.
absolutely sure they all need a bit of tweaking, but
Well,
building
yeah.
stuff in 2 hours, yeah.
Herzmeister says that the patrol boat is dancing ballet. So, yeah, it was a bit
Maybe-
there.
Maybe a lead keel for the patrol boat.
There is a lead kill here.
Oh, there it goes
Oh, yeah.
again. Maybe a thruster in the nose would help.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah, downward thruster in the nose to help with the pitch control. That way, when it goes airborne, it'll just be trying to right itself with that.
I'd imagine he'd have the engine power to do that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Plus, who wouldn't want the nose of their boat set on fire? Shortest Viking in your chat, Dama, says he's been making stone castle fortresses for 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, yeah. Can we get some poll results, please, then, Dama?
Yes. You guys got the link. You can just click refresh results.
No, not again.
Actually, I'll just take a print screen here and post it into text chat for general.
Well, guys, if we ever need a tug, just ask my patrol boat.
I think you could have done with having one of those steam props underneath the nose. Honestly, little Cohen.
I think, but then the boat would be lighter in the nose and then it would go up easy.
I finally won, guys.
Yeah. Congrats, Dama. Everyone liked the people liked your design the best.
Even though it was by like one vote.
People
Hell, I'll
have
take
voted.
it.
No, it's 7 votes. That's pretty about normal from what we've been getting on these.
Yeah, we've all had fun with this, so yeah.
Yeah, and again, we've got 3 very different designed vehicles coming out of it.
I just need just the AI, as
Excuse
well
me.
as the breadboard.
I'm still a bit wore out from yesterday.
I'm surprised I've not yawned all stream, to be honest. By the way, that's not because I'm bored, folks. It's because of the new meds I've been on this last week. So.
Yeah. New meds will do that every time.
Yeah.
I've been on quite a grocery list of medications, so I know what that's like. Alright, so I guess we're probably at a good point to wrap up the stream then?
We are, yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Sorry if I haven't been able to get to your comments in the chat because the thing's just always been so spotty, but glad you're able to join us regardless. But yeah, I hope you guys have yourselves a hell of a day and keep your hammer high. Later, y'all.
Yeah, later, everyone.
Fact, my boats perform ballet. It's impressive.
Yes.